As the global population continues to develop, and our world is confronting immense challenges from housing to transportation and using natural resources, supersized building undertakings have started to proliferate. Are you interested to know about these impressive megaprojects of all time? If so, get ready and watch this video till the end. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Here we begin. Number 6. Interstate A3, Hawaii. Most useless. Let's start with a breathtakingly scenic highway which is located in Aloha State, Hawaii. This highway is about 26 kilometers long, and you will see that it passes through one of the most stunning landscapes in the world. It is incredible to note that there were genuine concerns about motorists stopping and developing traffic hazards. Yet the highway is as contentious as it is gorgeous. Do you know why it is so? Well, the answer lies in its history. Let's talk about it now. This highway was first proposed back in 1960 with defense concerns in mind, as the highway would attach the Pearl Harbor Naval Base on the south side along with the Marine Corps Air Station, which is present on the East Coast. Now here comes the problem. This announcement of its construction was instantly met with opposition from the major environmental groups, as well as native Hawaiians, who are apprehensive about the huge urbanization the undertaking would bring. And that's why the environmental laws of the time and a shift of route to safeguard the surrounding valleys hindered the plans indefinitely. This mega project is therefore regarded as the most useless project ever developed. Also, after about 26 years, the environmental limitations were withdrawn when Congress exempted the undertaking from environmental laws and cleared the way for construction to start in 1989. And then this highway was finally opened in 1997, which is nearly 37 years after it was initially proposed. You will find that the Interstate A3 is frequently contemplated as an engineering marvel because of the problematic terrain on which it is built and the advanced technologies which are used in its construction. In addition to the multiple high-tech tunnels, this highway runs nearly exclusively over viaducts to defend the local environment in the valleys below. And then came the decades of decay, which changes and newer but more costly technologies meant that it was finished off 5 times over the initial estimated budget. The Interstate A3 highway is clearly an achievement as far as megaprojects go. However, for specific native groups, it remains useless. Number 5. Belt and Road Initiative, BRI. Most expensive. We have this BRI, or the Belt and Road Initiative, in number 5. It seems China is going all out with its mind-blowing Belt and Road Initiative, BRI. The largest megaproject of all time, it is seen that the BRI encompasses 7,000 incorporated infrastructure projects. As of March 2022, 146 nations in Asia, Africa, and Europe have united with this initiative. And this news is according to the Green Finance and Development Center. But unfortunately, we have to wait for a couple of years, as this project will be completed in 2050. And this vast initiative could cost up to an astounding $8 trillion or 5.9 trillion pounds. Yet that's nothing in the scheme of things because a 2019 study by CBR, which is the UK economics consultancy, calculated that once finished in 2040, this mega project will boost global GDP by $7.1 trillion or 5.3 trillion pounds per year. Number 4. Ryugyong Hotel. Biggest failures. Coming to number 4, we have the Ryugyong Hotel, which is also known as the Hostel of Doom. It clearly defines its name, because it is an unfinished hotel which was erected by North Korea to attract foreign excursionists to the nation. Let's talk briefly about its history. The 330 meters high and 105 stories hotel started construction back in 1987 in Pyongyang with the financial support of the Soviet Union. But after the collapse of the Soviet Union, you must have heard that North Korea was plunged into a deep economic extremity, which is why in 1992, the construction of the hotel halted. But after 26 years, in 2018, around $180 million worth of ornamental LED illumination was put into the external walls of this mega hotel, which turned the whole structure into an amped screen of nationalistic settings and iconography. Well, the entire work on the untreated hotel is predicted to bring around $2 billion, according to readers. And this is about 5% of North Korea's GDP. So you must have clearly understood why this megaproject is deemed a huge failure. Still, we cannot deny the fact that the pyramid-shaped Ryujong Hotel is the most altitudinous structure ever built in North Korea. Another fact that I want to share with you all about this project is that according to Guinness World Records, this megaproject is the tallest unoccupied structure in the world. So it's obvious that numerous megaprojects are erected for the growth and glory of nations. Still, these also failed miserably due to a lack of planning and forethought, resulting in huge financial losses to the authorities, just like this project. Number 3. Ciudad Real Central Airport, Spain. Most useless. Now we have this Spanish airport. As you all know, Spain is regarded as one of the prime travel destinations in Europe. And that was a key deliberation when the notion for the Ciudad Real Central Airport was developed. This stunning airport was tipped to be the go-to destination for holiday travelers within Spain and international visitors. Now, if you ask me about the major objective of its construction, then it was probably to make it an alternative to the already heavily overcrowded major airport, which is located in Madrid. Now, let's talk about its features. You will find that this new airport has one of the top 5 longest runways ever built in Europe, and it can serve 2 million passengers a year. That's a fairly low number compared to Madrid's 70 million passenger capacity. Yet, expansion plans were already in motion to increase the capacity up to 10 million annually. So when it finally became functioning back in 2009, the $1.3 billion expenditure might have appeared justified. However, let me inform you all that these plans came to a grinding standstill in 2012 when the corporation which was behind this megaproject filed for bankruptcy. Not only these, but there were also problems which began with the location of the project. While this project was called the Central Airport, you will find that it wasn't central in any way as it was situated 200 kilometers away from Madrid. This compounded difficulties as most of the passengers avoided traveling for hours to get to the remote areas. And most big airlines preferred to carry out flight operations from the capital. Number 2. 10T Network, Europe, most expensive. In number 2, we will talk about this 10T network, which is currently under construction. The EU is investing a whopping $550 billion or 408 billion pounds in the Trans-European Transport Network, 10T megaproject, and this involves the construction and incorporation of hundreds of thousands of miles of road, rail along with the waterway, sea and airport networks throughout its 27 member states. While several networks were finalized back in 2019, you will find that a number still remain under construction. The UK branches of this mega network were scrapped in 2018 after the country voted to leave the EU. Number 1. Superconducting Supercollider, USA, biggest failures. Here comes the number 1, and it is none other than the Superconducting Supercollider, which is also known as Desertron. This was nothing but a fly-spec accelerator complex which was under construction in Waxahachie, Texas. This megaproject was expected to greatly benefit scientific advancement in the United States. Still, unfortunately, this megaproject failed miserably due to a lack of proper planning and perpetration. Let's talk more about the megatunnel. The tunnel, which was planned to be 87 kilometers long, was abandoned after 22.5 kilometers. Do you know why? Well, the U.S. Congress shut down the fund of the superconducting supercollider, and they further canceled the design back in 1993, foreseeing that the total expense of the design would boost from $4 trillion to $11 trillion. Also, about $2 trillion in duty profit had been spent on its design. So it's clear that the SSC was an epic project that culminated in failure. However, the U.S. has to stride again its once prominent footsteps. Maybe worse, it seems they no longer dare to dream in color. Whatever the future for high-energy physics in the US and the world, the hulking mega project that would have been the superconducting supercollider will not soon be overlooked. So that's it for today. What do you think about this video? Do you find this useful? Let me know in the comments, and if you want more videos like this, then subscribe to our channel.